Okay, this is a new scam I have not seen before. But I got this email, and hey, look, it says it's from USPS online store. And email address is service@uspsonlinestore.com. Oh, it must be legitimate. So the subject is $1.99 a roll for USPS stamps. Today, man, you notice how this is all run together? That doesn't look right. Anyway, says it right here. You start looking at the email for a limited time promotion, only $19.99 for one roll. A roll of what? So, scan down the email, and it says right here, only $19.99 for 100 pieces. 100 pieces is 100 pieces or 100 stamps. Shop now. Save up to $70 off. Offer available on all stamps. And then it says, enjoy order. Does that look like the type of advertising USPS would do? And here, they keep on repeating this to make it look legitimate. We will offer you a best price. Well, that sounds kind of suspicious. And then, the best part, you can pay with PayPal, credit card, or debit card, and so on. Well, okay, they accept what? And so on. What does that mean? So, you look for these little things. This broken English, all kinds of other stuff on there. It beginning to sound suspicious. How suspicious does it sound? Scroll down a little bit more. Scary good prices. Does this sound like the kind of marketing the United States Post Office would use? No, but look at this. For only $90, you can get 500 stamps. Whoa, what a deal. And shop now. Watch out for these links. You don't know what it's going to do. So, other style of stamps. Here we go. Does this sound like the kind of marketing we would see from the United States Post Office Service? $29.5. Okay, what happened to the zero here? Okay, stamps such as, you can look at all of this stuff and the punctuation, the sentence structure, everything is just, let's just say a little off. And Christmas stamps. Here we go with the price again. Okay, as the year draws to an end, millions of people around the world are looking forward to sparkling decorations, colorful lights, delicious food. Does this sound like the kind of marketing the post office would do to sell stamps? They're going to sell stamps. Okay, I just got to hit this on the bottom. You are receiving this email because you asked us about regular newsletter. Okay, sentence structure once again. You can unsubscribe from these emails. Do not ever hit not even the unsubscribe link from these scam emails because you don't know where they're taking you. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the header. You just go up and you hit view header, or, view email source, whatever your email says. Of course, I blacked out my email address, but you take a look at it. Here's the email address. It's going to give you the email address that actually sent this message. Who uses an email address like this? Well, scammers do because they send out thousands of emails a day. That's what they do. So they just have a computer generated email address at their, I forget what they call this. But it's actually from s.mambus.com. Okay, we should probably take a look at this. But the first thing I did is I highlighted this IP address and said, well, okay, let's take a look at the IP address and see where it's actually from. Even though it keeps on saying over and over again, it is from the United States Post Office Service. Let's see if it really is. Well, okay, so you can just look up an IP location.net or any of them, whatever is good. You paste the IP address in here like I did, and it comes up with the IP address. And what does it tell us about this IP address? Well, this is interesting information because this IP address is not only from Columbia, Maryland on the East Coast, it's also from Seattle, Washington on the West Coast. Now, years ago, you used to be able to take this IP address and trace down the location of the computer within 20 feet. But in the infinite wisdom of the U.S. Congress, they said, you know what? We got to protect those scammers. We don't know what... Anyway, we got to protect the scammers. So they basically created a law that protects the scammers. And, of course, everybody complied to that law to protect the scammers. And you got to kind of ask yourself the question, how does someone that gets into Congress that makes $160,000 a year become a millionaire in the first year, and in the second year they might make $50 million? Anyway, this might be one of the ways they do it. And when we look at this Mambus MS on the internet, put it in a search engine, and guess what it comes up with? This doesn't look like it's from the United States. Not sure where it's from, but it doesn't look like it's from the United States Post Office. Okay, so we do a little bit of searching, search this Mambus stamp deals or whatever, and what's it going to come up with? Snoops has an article on it. This is from 2021, so it's nothing new. This is published in February 16, 2022. So this stamp scam has been around a while. We look at the USPS.com, store.usps.com. Hey, let's check the USPS store, see what they're selling stamps at. Well, they're selling at a coil of 100 for $66. Forever stamps, as they keep on saying, forever stamps, 66 cents. That's another thing the scammers missed, is the forever part in the stamps. Anyway, they're 66 cents a piece, $66 for 100. That makes sense. So we go on a little bit further, take a look at the USPS website. Okay, they're fighting the counterfeit postage, and there's something interesting in here. Domestic mail manual items mailed with counterfeit postage will be considered abandoned and are subject to being opened and disposed of at the Postal Service's discretion. What does that mean? That means you send off your cards with money or whatever in there, and post office, because you use a counterfeit stamp, has the right to open it up, take a look inside your card, and at their discretion dispose of it. Okay, so anyway, might want to get a little bit more information if you did use those counterfeit stamps and it never got through. It has some information on the website, but here's a video that you can watch too. So good information on the USPS site. And then there's another site, the United States Postal Inspection Service. Oh, you want something? There's something here. Oh, I missed it. Actually, here's an article they take you through, and they explain a little bit more on the counterfeit stamps. And then as they explain a little bit more, a little bit further down the website, they tell you how to identify a fake stamp from a real one, how they identify a fake stamp from a real one. They can scan these things, 1 million letters in a minute, and pull out the fake stamps. It says report counterfeit stamps and sellers here. I actually clicked on here and I forwarded them the email that I got, but the email address that they gave me to forward it to, it got returned. So the inspector is not doing a very good job of inspecting on that end of it. And that's it. So let that be a lesson to you. Do not use counterfeit stamps because it's not gonna get through. And these deals are too good to get through, and who knows what's going to happen once you start clicking on all these links and everything. But there should be more than enough telltale signs, an easy way that you can trace through and find out if these offers are legitimate or a scam. There's enough information in the email that you can do a search, look at Snoops, look at the company you're supposed to be dealing with, and just stay safe, especially with the holiday season coming up. Stay safe. Use your head.